the Hudson H9. All right. Yeah. Oh, that rascal got away. No, he didn't. I see him down there. He thought he got away. All right. I couldn't resist just going ahead and throwing some out there. It's supposed to be famous, quote unquote, for not having a lot of muzzle flip, you know, so we'll try that. See how it does on watermelon? Oh, sorry, Mr. Pot. You don't get out of being shot just because you fall off too soon. Let's try the target. Let's put them all over it with my left hand, probably. Empty already. Okay, holds 15. I've shot it weak-handed. I've shot it strong-handed. I've shot it with my knees. It has not malfunctioned. Okay, I haven't been able to limp wrist it, so that's always good. What about the thing? Okay, I'll go ahead and put some hollow points while I'm talking about it here a little bit. This is kind of a combination between 1911, you know, and a striker-fired pistol, of course, and it's very unique. And it combines some interesting, maybe favorable qualities of both, and it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. My take on it right now is that, and I brought out some of my polymer pistols, you know, the FN509, you know, and I've got the, imagine that, a Glock 17, huh, can't believe I brought that out, and they're all clear, and the P320, we'll be sure not to drop it, and the VP9, you know, HK, all these nice striker-fired pistols. I think, and these are the only ones, I might have another one somewhere, I'm not sure, but these are just the ones I owned. I don't have a compact, M&P, or some of the others I like, but for me, it doesn't compete really with these. For one thing, it's twice as much money. You know, it's about $1,100 or over that. I think $1,150 MSRP. I'm not sure what they're selling for, but exactly. But these others, you know, you can generally get for half of that in that neighborhood. And I'm not sure you gain anything, you know, in all these striker-fired pistols. These are great guns. All these I have out here, great. Yeah, I probably wouldn't own them if they weren't. And there's a couple others I wouldn't mind owning. But how many guns do you need? But this is a lot more expensive, and it's heavier. It's a lot heavier. For example, the Glock 2019 weighs, on my scale, 24 ounces basically, okay? And this is 37 ounces, 37. All right, so that's a lot heavier, and you've got this doodad up front, this different, you know, style of firearm. It's not necessarily in the way, but it's a little weird, okay? So a lot heavier, a lot more expensive, and so what do you really gain if you're looking for a striker-fired 15-round pistol? I'm not sure what you gain with it necessarily. Yeah, maybe a little less muzzle flip, maybe a little less muzzle flip. And it's got a pretty nice trigger. We'll talk about the positives. I'm just kind of, I'll bounce around like I always do, the negatives, positives here and there. I'm not going to bash it. I'm not going to fall in love with it, either one. It's just so different, okay? And kind of trying to figure out where it fits is one of the things I was looking at. So for me, it's not a comparison, you know, if I'm looking to buy one. And of course, that's one reason a lot of you and me, we look at videos and different references to see what we can find out about a firearm, right? So, you know, it doesn't do anything the VP9 doesn't do, you know, or the Glock 19 or the P320, you know, except maybe fire when you drop it, or the 509. That's a little bit longer grip. So for me, I kind of fall down on the side of, I brought out my Cobra Carry. Ed Brown had a heart attack calling his gun a Kimber, my gun. But they're about the same. See, if I stick the mag in, they're about the same size, and that's the commander size, see? So in height and everything, they're about the same size and length. And the weight's very similar. Although the H9 is actually a little heavier than even this, and it's an all-steel gun, okay? Not much, I think it was an ounce. So really, I have to say, this is a firearm that would be maybe under serious consideration for someone who's looking for thinking about a 1911, let's say, especially a 9mm right now. Now, if this comes out in 40 and 45, it's a different story. But for right now, if I were contemplating seriously getting a 1911 and 9mm, and I was looking in this size range, well, this firearm kind of fits into that size range. So similar weight, similar price if you're talking about a regular, you know, not an Ed Brown, just a good carry gun, a Colt or Springfield, whatever, in the $1,000 range. So you're looking at a comparable price, comparable weight, you know, 9mm, comparable firearm in a lot of ways, except this would have more capacity, so it might win out for you if you're not finding a double stack 9, you know, in a 1911. So you do have kind of a double, well, you do have double stack capability here. And I have to say, I was telling John, I don't know, that grip doesn't feel any thicker than a single stack 45 or 1911. It really doesn't. So that's a plus for it right there. You don't have a fat grip on that thing. It's got to be thinner than a 19, I think. I think it is a little bit. I didn't put the calipers on the grip, but it feels really comfortable. We did put the calipers on the slide. The slide's a little thicker than a 1911, and that's one reason it's heavy, okay? About the same as a Glock, but a little thicker than the 1911, standard 1911 thickness. Okay, so just, I know I'm throwing a lot at you there kind of quick, but that's kind of where I see this maybe more competing with the 1911 than another polymer pistol, because even though it combines characteristics of both striker fired and 1911, it's got some very serious 1911 characteristics. You know, the feel of it, the weight of it, you know, and even the price of it. Okay, let's shoot a little bit more. Let's try these holler points before we get too far afield here. Okay, I'll put that one in my pocket. I might just get carried away and have to shoot more. You never know. You know me. All right, interesting gun. It has not malfunctioned yet. Go bowling with it. Cowboy. The last. Oh, those were the hollow points. Yeah, so it fed the holler points, weren't they? Yes, those were the hollow points. So that's what we wanted to make sure of. Yeah. Let's go for the gong.